Who took all the good stuff? You know what? It's fine. Better luck in the next house. Huh? Wait! I'm not in the train! You son of a bitch! This is Roblox's most recent popular game, Dead Rows. And though it might seem extremely unfair and a pain in the ass, it is. Dead Rails! The game about shooting zombies and riding a train. Beating the typical popular games such as Brookhaven and Bloxfruit, people begin asking, why is this 2017 looking ass Roblox game doing as well as some of the most worked on games? So in this video, I'll try to explain why though Dead Rails may look like a simple game, its small little designs make it a wonderful experience for many, making it deserve its popularity. I think the best way to explain my point is by showing a quick experience of the game. Entering the game, you're thrown into the pit of sand and are told to sell the gold that is behind the train for some money. Once you sell that bar of gold, the text tells you to buy some coal with that money. You put that bought coal into use by placing it onto the fuel of the train, and there you go. You can start the train and go towards Mexico. The train isn't hard to manage, by the way. All it needs is fuel to move. Going forward, you'll start finding a couple of houses that contain different loot, but will more than likely have zombies, which are bad. Smacking them with the shovel, you get the loot and learn that some of the items can be used as a substitute for coal, including the dead zombies. You continue on the train and notice a town that could potentially have a lot of loot, but nah, there's too many zombies. It's best not to. Continuing, you reach the first checkpoint, and with the money you saved, you can now fill up your train with more useful things, get guns for self-protection, and anything medical in case the zombies got onto your ass a bit too much. Once you get what you need, you continue on the train and repeat the cycle again and again, 6 more times specifically. And once you reach the 8th checkpoint, the Mexico border is there, but you'll have to wait 4 minutes for the bridge to open. All the while you have to beat the bad guys outside the checkpoint. Though once those 4 minutes pass, you beat the game! Sure, there might be a thunderstorm or a full moon every now and then, but as long as you get on the train and save up on fuel and guns, you're more than likely safe. So that was it. Then why does the game have hundreds of thousands of people currently playing? Well, going back to the first town we passed by, what if we did go there? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. As said, you really only need the single houses in order to beat the game, but the game throws in a bunch of other buildings that just make you want to stop the train and check it out, with a lot of them being in the towns, which has multiple houses, giving you a way bigger chance to find more knickknacks. It has abandoned doctor, furniture, and sheriff buildings that can have specific items you've been looking for, and the most precious thing a town could have is that sweet, sweet bank with that delicious 27 pounds of gold bar. Well damn! If it has all of that, then why didn't I stop the train sooner? Alright. Man, I don't know if I should check this town out. Bro, you gotta check the loot out, man. There's so much valuable loot you can find there. Bro, you literally only have 7 bullets. Yeah, no, you're right. I gotta be smart here. It's not worth it. Huh? Amir! What are you doing, man? You don't even have a revolver!
What are you talking about, Gio? The bank is right there.
I fully agree that it's funner to play with other people rather than just by yourself, as it creates the most unnecessary funny scenarios. Like, bro, why did you stop at that town? But why are you welding the horse? How the f did he get there? I haven't even mentioned the more unique buildings, such as a castle or fortress. Only one of them is peaceful to loot, though the other ones, if you haven't seen any gameplay beforehand, having 15 werewolves get on your ass knowing that all your hard work will be for nothing can be devastating. But to the other people seeing you scream for help, it is hilarious. There's also the night cycle, which plays a big role in the game. A full day in the game is 8 minutes, with 5 minutes being your typical daytime and the other 3 being a unique nighttime. Sometimes it can just be a regular night where it's just dark, though there's other nights where it can spawn werewolves or vampires, with them being extremely difficult to handle, as the vampires can just teleport to you, and the werewolves?
Oh my god! Why do you go for Carlos?
Yeah, but you might say, yeah, it can be difficult to counter the 15 werewolves, but as long as you're prepared and know what you're doing, you're good, right? Alright, let's see here. You got the turret, right? Yeah! Alright then, I guess we're good. Go ahead and activate the werewolves.
Gio? I think we should camp on the train till daytime.
The game for most of the time is fair. As I said, you can just be in the train, avoid the zombies, werewolves, and for the most part, vampires. Though when you start looting the cool places, the problems can stack up so quickly. You and your friends could be going into a big town in broad daylight, fully loaded. Y'all fight for the banknote, as you always have that one friend that books it and steals everything in the moment the vault opens. That'd be me. When all of a sudden, Ah, shit. It's nighttime. I can't see anything and it's a fucking full moon. Amir, do you at least have the bandages in case we're low on health?
No.
It can stack up to be an actual nightmare. The special buildings have their special weapons that can only be found in those areas, such as the Jade Sword, the Vampire Knife, and the Cannon, which honestly are some of the best weapons in the game. The Jade creates allies, the Vampire Knife steals health, and the Cannon is just pure splash damage. But by the time you actually obtain them, are they really that useful? You went through the struggles of going against a horde of the strongest and annoying enemies in the game, so you're more than likely stacked with your rifle, revolver, and shotgun, which we already know can win us the game. So why? Why are we doing this just to be even more overprepared? Because it's fun. It's fun to get all the loot and stack it on your train to flex it on the broke ass outlaws. It's fun to overbuild your train with the metal sheets and barbed wires just for your friend to die in the very back of the church and you dying as well trying to save them. And it's fun spending an hour trying to place a turret on a horse just for it to not work at all. Which is why I want to bring the final factor of Dead Rails. And it's the fact that it doesn't need to aim perfection. I know I've been praising the game for the last couple of minutes, but obviously the game has its flaws. Sometimes the enemies just stand still unless you directly touch them. The items aren't anchored, which is bound to just start tweaking. And enemies straight up just go towards you, hugging a wall instead of AI tracking. I don't want to say that the game looks bad, but I do agree when people say that it looks like a Roblox game from the mid-2010s. But I don't think the developers were trying to make this game the most polished, best looking game. I think they just wanted to have a fun game where it included a train of zombies and they were just like, I want to run over some horses. And with the looks, yeah, it doesn't look the best. The animations are goofy, the models are simple or stupid, but it just makes it feel more like itself. I think it's amazing to see how a lot of Roblox games can feel like actual games and not just Roblox games. They're heavily polished, have a ton of cool mechanics, and are visually appealing most of the time. Though Dead Rails says, this shit, we don't need all of that. I see many people compare this game to other games, such as a Dusty Trip or Road to Granby's. And while I do understand how they're familiar with them having the objective to go on a long road to reach the very end, what makes Dead Rails much more enjoyable is that it can be very easy to win. As said once again, all the train needs is fuel. You don't have to struggle in getting other things to make your vehicle work, such as a Dusty Trip, and it's not as difficult and long to get to, such as a Road to Granby's, as there's so many ways to give the train fuel. So you don't focus on trying to get the train to work, you focus on that sweet bank you see in the huge town to flex on the broke ass outlaws. Yeah! The popularity of the game has already resulted in blatant copies, either because of inspiration or just a quick cash grab. In spite of me loving the game, I don't want another Dead Rails because we already have a Dead Rails. Instead, I just want Roblox game developers to prioritize fun. Though I understand why developers want to focus on getting a game popular rather than just having fun with it. It takes a lot, and I mean a lot of time to make a game. So to upload a game knowing that there's a risk that not even a single player will play your project that you worked for months, possibly years, can be scary. Which is why a lot of games nowadays on Roblox are copies of non-Roblox games, focus on popular media, or follow the most recently viral game. This video was mostly me talking about a game that I love, and I'm happy for doing so well. Though I also want to tell you that we should praise more games that are original and focus on making a fun-ass game. Spread word about a game that you just found. Play with your friends so that they can potentially put the game on for other people. Buy the game's passes so that they're able to work on the game even more. In today's Roblox, a lot of games will advertise the hell out of their game passes for in-game currency. But as long as there isn't any negative impact on the game's experience or yourself, can you really complain? They're just trying to make some money. So the next time you rejoin a small game that you liked and start seeing pop-ups to sell something, don't be annoyed. Because behind the game pass, it's just a dude trying to make some money from a game they love developing.